Okay. What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., natural born thriller, good boy gone bad. You don't like it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Just saying. Maybe get some more lighting here. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that's better. Because it look too dark. But, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to this WWE SmackDown and 205 Live review. The show from March 20th, 2018. TM, yo, what's going on? Thank you for watching. One second. Let me do something here a little bit. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. That's good. Who's this here? King Rustify. I told you. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that later. King Rustify. And you know what? I'm happy that it's gonna happen that way too. But yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. But yeah. I'm about to talk talk about SmackDown. First, obviously SmackDown's gonna be the first one because SmackDown. So a lot to talk about when it comes to SmackDown. Yeah, I mean a lot to talk about SmackDown, folks. And I'll let you know how I feel about this, about what comes to it, because before SmackDown, breaking news happened. What comes to WWE, or should I say, not just for WWE, but for the World Wrestling. But again, I'll get to that momentarily. But in the meantime, let me just do something else here before we get started. Yeah. So if you guys didn't see my Raw review, which I hope y'all got a chance to see it. In my Raw review, I talked about the whole ultimate deletion, which I thought was a disappointment. I called it the ultimate, or should I say the bootleg deletion. But also I also I don't remember if I said it on the Raw review last night, but I made two nights ago. I also referenced by saying it was the ultimate trash. Maybe I said it on Twitter, but I think I missed it on my Raw review as well, because I didn't like it. And on top of it, you got WWE with doing a poor terrible job building up their WrestleManias on Monday Night Raw. SmackDown, on the other hand, they've been doing a good job at it. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but hell, I'll take it. But other than that, let's just get right into it. So, Curiosify. I liked it a little. Well, that's okay. That's another thing. I also want to talk about that too. I mean, it's fine if you guys liked it. For those who saw the Ultimate Deletion, it's fine if you liked it. I'm not crapping on people for liking it, because there are a few people that did like it, but there are some other people that said that they liked it, but it was nowhere near on the level that TNA did, which I can respect that. I can respect that one. If people saying that was better than TNA, then no, then that's when I gotta say that's where I gotta bury you people for that, because no, what TNA did, what comes to the deletion matches, didn't come close. I mean, WWE didn't come close to what TNA did with the deletion matches, because TNA did more with low budgets. TNA did more. WWE with the highest budget, when it comes to being paid so much money, with all these advertisements, with all these sponsorships, with all this philanthropy that they always do, with all the merchandise they sell, with all the tickets they sell now. Well, not really, but you get my point there. You think they would you think that they would have done more with this, but they didn't do it. But yeah, a higher budget of WWE that could have done more with this, to a company in TNA that had low budgets, and they end up doing more than what WWE did with that. So So what's that tell you there? That tells you that WWE are not good when it comes to the creative ideas. They are not geniuses after all. And it just shows the fact it just shows you right there that WWE cannot pull out a good show or a good segment that they gotta have Matt Hardy doing, and that's nothing. Um, I'll think I mentioned it too, but I've been mentioning it all for weeks now, or months basically. But yeah, so much for Matt Hardy having creative control. I'm just saying. Yeah, all these people saying that Matt Hardy's got creative control. Vince McMahon love the idea of loves it and everything. No, he doesn't. If you see Michael Cole, talking about how obviously this man in his ear telling him saying we apologize for any of you watching this right now. That tells you right there that this man's not a fan of it at all, because he doesn't get it, and he never will get it, which is why he's out of touch, which is why he needs to step the fuck down. If you couldn't entertain me of one of Matt Hardy's creations, not just Matt Hardy creations, but other people that also created this deletion concept when it comes to Jeremy Borash, to Billy Corgan, even Jeff Hardy has some input in it as well. And I'm sure Barry Hart has some input in it as well. But you couldn't tell me, well, all those people that was involved of this deletion match from TNA, and now they're here in WWE. Not saying Billy Corgan's there. Billy Corgan's has his own company to deal with too. You're telling me with all that build up. I mean, you're telling me with all those creative ideas that Matt Hardy has, along with Jordan Borash and everything, they couldn't allow them to go all out with this ultimate deletion that WWE did on Raw. Yeah, King Russell Fire saying something here. Let's see. I bet someone who doesn't know TNA GFW was scratching their head. I'm pretty sure, and that's nothing why too. I'm pretty sure you're right about that. King Russell Fire, because for those people, for those someone are the ones that didn't watch TNA because they didn't want to watch TNA because all they watch is WWE. For those who didn't watch WWE, I mean for those who watched WWE didn't see the stuff that happened in TNA when it comes to all these deletion matches where Matt Hardy being broken. They would give it a day to see what that's all about, to know why people always chanting delete, and why people always saying Matt Hardy has reinvented himself and has basically revived himself when it comes to this new character he's being portrayed as right now. But anyways, all right, I'm done talking about that now. So now let's get to the SmackDown. So yeah, SmackDown Live from March 20th, 2018. Let's get to this. So yes, now let's get to the part where before SmackDown even came on the air. Basically, now I don't know if the news came out during the morning or during the afternoon, but apparently after hearing about it, basically I didn't hear about it until late, very late, because to be honest with you folks, I was asleep during the entire time. Yeah, I've been sleeping since this morning. Well, actually from yesterday. Since yesterday morning, all the way to the afternoon, and then finally I got close to SmackDown was about to come on. I was about 10 minutes early to like, oh wow, SmackDown's about to come on. And I'm like, oh my god. So then I looked at my phone, that, and all of a sudden I see some crazy some crazy things coming on Twitter, on my messenger, and then I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like what did I miss something? Like how long have I been asleep? So the news basically is about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is one of my all-time favorites. Next to Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, just to name a few. Jay Leto, Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, Again, just name a few. Um, that WWE has cleared him to wrestle after 2 years. That Daniel Bryan has been cleared for 2 years by other doctors outside of WWE. WWE has finally decided to clear Daniel Bryan, even though WWE told him that he couldn't never wrestle ever again because of that concussion that something that's something that the WWE doctor found in his head. Where remember that remember Daniel Bryan explained that speech, during his retirement speech about the WWE doctors found something in his head that can make him not that made him not wrestle anymore, even though he's been cleared by other doctors before that. Outside WWE, even NFL doctors, that he was fine. There was nothing wrong with him. And also against the WWE's doctors, and the WWE's doctors told him otherwise. And I'm like, oh really? But you know, um, basically, when that first happened, when Daniel Bryan had to retire and everything, I said to myself, no way. There's something wrong here. There's something going on here. You mean to tell me, uh, you know, with Daniel Bryan being away from wrestling for a little while, also they come out of the neck of the wood saying that he's being forced to retire. Like something's up here. So at the time I watched his speech about him retiring, about these doctors telling him that this and that and all that, and then at first I fell for it at first for a little bit, and then also I get to the to his review on BlueSportsNetwork.com about Blue Splits and everything, about explaining about this whole thing about the W doctors and all that, and I said to myself, it could be that possibility. I wasn't saying that Bruce Bliss was wasn't on the key, on point there, but I was saying to myself, wait a minute, um, I was like, I couldn't be sure until months later during that time. Daniel Bryan, I was being interviewed. I believe he was on an interview with some radio station. I don't remember what it was, but that's when I heard about Daniel Bryan, where the W, basically what Daniel Bryan was told by WWE. I think he was told by them, or he may have found out about something that the WWE doctors had lied to Daniel Bryan about that. Basically, WWE had told Daniel Bryan all this, and basically WWE had Daniel Bryan to lie to his fans. During that time when he was giving his retirement speech about he had to retire and everything. But anyways, let me go through the show though. So basically, just let you know how I felt about that at the time, and then with the whole thing with WWE finally after 2 years announcing that even though he couldn't wrestle anymore, but now also he can wrestle now. Really? What made it change their minds? I'll get to that later on. But anyways, for this week's SmackDown, they were in Dallas, Texas. You got your commentators: Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves. Okay, so let's get to this. So the show opened up first with a video package, celebrating the WWE career of Daniel Bryan, and they basically put him over that how he's got a great career in WWE and everything. I disagree. His career was way more greater outside of WWE when it comes to Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and any other indie promotions he's been in. I'm sorry. Now, don't get me wrong here. Daniel Bryan, anything he does is great. Obviously, in the ring, entertainment value doesn't matter how. He to me he'll always be the greatest of all time. And what he did in WWE is great, but it's not nowhere near close to what he's done outside of WWE, in my opinion. But yeah, WWE did this video package and everything. It was a well done video package and all that. Celebrating his WWE career and everything. And they also they broke in the video package. They broke the news about him being clear, finally being clear after 2 years. Even though he's been clear for all those years, being away from WWE, in ring action, but now all of a sudden he's clear. But anyways, I see myself, oh wow, so this is the same company that told him that he can no longer wrestle anymore, doing this video package for him, and then in this video package they're now also they're gonna clear him, for because let's face it, WWE, we know why they're doing this. We know exactly why they also now from out of the blue, why they decided to clear Daniel Bryan. But I'll get more of that when I go through this. So also we get Daniel Bryan coming out, huge pop that you couldn't believe. Now this ain't no regular pops when it comes to Daniel Bryan coming out there. This ends up becoming a huge pop. Then seeing Daniel Bryan coming out there as the general manager of SmackDown. And then you're going with some regular yes chants and all that. No, this was a happy ovation for Daniel Bryan, and a happy excited we're excited yes chant because finally Daniel Bryan has been cleared by WWE doctors it took them 2 years to finally clear him, but yeah, he's finally been clear. So he comes out there and again, a huge reaction for these crowds. It just goes to show you that even when Daniel Bryan not wrestling for that long, he could still get over with or without him being a wrestler in WWE because to a degree, to some people he is entertaining. So Daniel Bryan comes out there. He obviously he gets in the ring and do all this and everything. Also to point out, Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves were standing up to give him a clapping ovation because he's been cleared to wrestle after 2 years, after being cleared by WWE doctors. And we get welcome back chants for Daniel Bryan because he's been gone from TV for a couple of weeks. But also the welcome back chants is also welcome back Daniel Bryan because he's now being cleared to wrestle. So Daniel Bryan also gets some Daniel Bryan chants, and that goes to show Daniel Bryan is over. With the majority of the WWE fans, Daniel Bryan is over. Can you say Roman Reigns can get those type of chants? Can you say John Cena could get those type of chants? I fucking doubt that. And that's what you call as being over by these WWE fans. No matter how many times you hear John Cena sucks sing along, or Roman sucks, or wherever chance that they do for Roman Reigns when it comes to hating him. No, those type of chants are negative reactions. The type of chants that Daniel Bryan get is positive reactions, which means Daniel Bryan is beloved by these fans. When it comes to Roman Reigns and John Cena fans, well, not all of them are, but because you don't hear them that much because they're being drowned by anti John Cena and anti Roman Reigns fans that boos these guys every time they come out. But no, yeah. But anyways, may move on. So yeah, so I'm about to talk about what Dan Bryan said here. So first, Dan Bryan was gonna basically address about the whole thing what happened with McMahon with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But the thing is, Owens and Zayn wasn't there yet, and we'll get to more of that. We'll get to more of that when we go through the show too. But Daniel Bryan said instead of talking about that, because he wants to talk to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn about that, which if set up for later on, we'll get to that later. Daniel Bryan says, well, I'll talk about something else then, and basically here's what he talks about. Just about how he's been depressed, at times for the last 2 years, which he has, because WWE told him that he couldn't wrestle anymore, even though it was all fucking lies, because there was nothing wrong with him in the first place. And sure, he has seizures. In the past, yes. He had concussions in the past, yes, he has. But it was all before this. Well, basically with the seizures, that was before he was in WWE. When it comes to his concussions, before and after, when it comes to WWE. And keep in mind, Daniel Bryan was in his company, in the WWE before. He's been fired twice by WWE. The first time it didn't work out. Second time, WWE fucked up by firing him in the first place. Anyways, I mean, in the second time uh because of some bullshit when it comes to choking out Justin Roberts with his own tie. Remember that Nexus angle with basically on the debut of the Nexus to beat up on Cena and Punk. Yeah, that one. So anyways, but yeah, Daniel Bryan has been depressed because WWE took away the one thing that they love doing, and that's wrestling. And there was never and keep in mind and I want to tell you this right now, folks. They were never going to clear him in the first place. They was never going to clear this guy because if they did, they would have done it already. Even though we had doctors outside of WWE that he took tests with all these different doctors. They said that he's clear. There's nothing wrong with him. And then we get to WWE doctors and they still won't clear him. After 2 years, they wouldn't clear him until finally they decided to do it this year. And by the way, this year, again, I'll get to more of that. I don't go through all this opening segment with Daniel Bryan. So back to this. So Daniel Bryan says he was angry. But then he he starts focusing on being grateful. Grateful when it comes to having an amazing family, amazing friends, the best fans in the world. I'm one of them. A beautiful wife, and at this point, Dan Bryan got choked up because he got emotional in this one. Also talk about his daughter as well. So then Daniel Bryan talks about how again he was angry, depressed, but his wife was there to tell him that you need to fight this is the words that she gave to Daniel Bryan. Just basically he quote what she said to him, and he said remember how it was said. Basically, it was on Twitter, obviously by I think by Dan Bryan or Brie Bella or I think a fan may have tweeted that. I think it was James Tams from the Bliss team who tweeted it what Brie Bella said to Dan Bryan. It was saying about fight for your dream and the dream will fight for you. But I'm gonna double check it though to see. Just give me one moment. James Tams. Sorry, folks. I got to type this up. I got to type this again. All right, okay, I found it. All right. All right, yeah, here it is. If you fight for your dreams will fight for you. That was the quote that Brie Bella gave to Daniel Bryan, and that's what Daniel Bryan said on the show. And yeah, what awesome quote by the way. Awesome delivery there. Amazing. And shout to James Tams for that. So anyways, and James Tams who's called prime time right now as a wrestler, an indie wrestler. So anyways, Dan Bryan was talking about how Brie Bella told her to go see these specialists that basically the doctors from outside WWE to for some good reviews, and they were all good reviews. With him, you know, being fine that he can wrestle. He can be cleared to wrestle. So he basically by saying some more basically her Brie kept encouraging him even more to keep fighting. Also, we get these crowds chanting, "Thank you, Brie." Out of nowhere, these crowds start chanting, "Thank you, Brie," and this ended up being a trend on Twitter. Brie Bella, oh my god. And yes, I agree. Thank you, Brie Bella, for that. For being behind Daniel Bryan and for being basically supportive to Daniel Bryan for finding the dream that he never wanted it to end in the first place, but WWE wanted to end because again I'll get to that when I'm done with this. So yeah, and he talks about again how he got depressed. He wasn't just grateful. He decided to fight. And he talks about how he wanted to quit, which probably he did want to quit. He wanted to quit WWE to go wrestle elsewhere, but WWE will not allow him to. The same, basically the same thing that WWE did once with Rey Mysterio Jr. They did with Neville, but they instead of letting his contract run out, they decided to freeze his contract, and which probably Neville is going to be returning pretty soon, folks. After WrestleMania, which is going to be disappointing. But yeah, WWE is known to hold people's contracts hostage. They even do it to Owen Hart. So basically, those holding Daniel Bryan's hostage because they didn't want to let him go, and we don't know why they won't let him go because they know in their own hearts and their own minds that Daniel Bryan is valuable in the WWE. When it comes to merch sales, when it comes to selling tickets, when it comes to bringing in many viewers. They don't want to let this guy go because Daniel Bryan has got some entertainment values when it comes to entertain the WWE fans. Basically, Brie Bella encouraged Daniel Bryan to keep fighting and everything. Don't quit. Don't fear the press. And keep fighting for your dream. So the final Daniel Bryan said over the last 2 months, he's been re-examined by WWE doctors. Oh, I'm sorry. WWE asked him to be re-examined from other doctors outside from WWE, and even around the country. Daniel Bryan has been have been looked at by doctors around the country that are more professional doctors than WWE's doctors. I'm not saying that not all WWE doctors are bad. Just a few that I think are that are not good for WWE right now when it comes to when it comes to WWE medical staffs. But and also Daniel Bryan thanks WWE, which I fucking disagree. Fuck WWE for taking away Daniel Bryan for 2 years of his wrestling career, holding him hostage for not having a wrestle. I'll try to say more of that later. But yeah, the two middle fingers are to the WWE for holding Daniel Bryan hostage for 2 years. Boys. So Daniel Bryan talks about that he's able to that he said he's not able to compete in the ring again. And he said it felt like it was impossible, but now it's possible. And he thanks WWE again thanks WWE and the doctors. I disagree with that. We don't know why WWE and the doctors now decided to cure him. For those who don't know, I'll let you know. Dan Bryan says thank you to the fans, in the audience and at home. For supporting him the entire time, and I have been one of his biggest supporters. And he also wants to thank Brie Bella. He gets choked up again. He thanks her for her support and last That's a few years. He is grateful. And he said he doesn't know when he basically he's not sure when he's going to get back in the ring, which we all know when he's going to be back, because the rumor is the original rumor is that Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon is going to be taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. George, what's going on, George? What we got here to say? Let me see here. George, I'll get back to you. I'll get to that point. I'll get to that point when I'm done with this. But yeah, thanks for that comment there. So yeah, what was I? Oh yeah. So Dan Bryan's basically saying he's not sure where he's going to wrestle, and that's when the crowd start basically what they do, they point to the sign WrestleMania, and they start chanting for WrestleMania, and I think to myself, obviously they're happy because they finally get to see Dan Bryan wrestle again, but at the same time, I would not want to chant Dan Bryan back in the WWE ring ever again, let alone to wrestle at WrestleMania, because well, I'll say that for later. Well, basically, I'm done. I'm almost done, folks. Here we go. So Dan Bryan asked the fans, that sounds like a good idea, and then the crowd, going yes, yes, yes. And Bryan said, he said he's not sure when, but he says, but will he compete in WWE ring again? And he starts, doing the yes, 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 and that was it. Now before I get to what I gotta say about this, also Dan Bryan goes backstage. He's being confirmed by Charles Robinson, and Dan Bryan asks, "Have you seen Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?" And basically they haven't arrived yet. And also Dolph Ziggler walks up, and basically Dolph Ziggler. Normally I will call him Dolph Bitchler, but I'm not going to, because he was not bitching on the show. So yeah, basically he didn't do any bitching promos. That's what I'm basically trying to say there. But Dolph Ziggler basically walks up to Dan Bryan. He congratulates him for the fine being clear, and he says he cannot wait to beat him. And Dan Bryan smiles and says to Ziggler, can sincerely try, basically, and that was it. That was it for their exchange, if you could say. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler, because keep in mind, this should have been the match we should have been having 3 years ago, back in 2015, when WWE had nothing for Daniel Bryan or for Dolph Ziggler to do, other than to put him in that ladder match for that multi-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, we could have Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar on that year, but we didn't. But I wouldn't mind, if we would have if we would just have Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler for WrestleMania. Because since Dolph Ziggler want to keep bitching about how he never gets a WrestleMania moment when it comes to one-on-one matches, this could have been his opportunity. But whatever. But anyways, okay, now let's get to now I'm done with that. Now let me get to the part what I want to talk about. George, thank you for that comment, because now I'm gonna read this comment. Here's another reason. Well, before I get to that reason, okay, so here's the reason why WWE did not want to clear Daniel Bryan 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when WWE wanted Daniel Bryan to retire on that year, basically forced him to retire and basically lied to Daniel Bryan, and had Daniel Bryan lie to the fans of why he retired. They wanted him to retire on that year because they didn't want Daniel Bryan to overshadow the Roman Reigns push. Because even though the fans were not liking Roman Reigns, he was not working no matter what he was doing with Roman Reigns, doing this whole thing with I can and I will beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31. And remember remember the Royal Rumble that Roman Reigns won, where it was supposed to be Daniel Bryan's time to win that Royal Rumble, and Roman Reigns ended up winning, and then Roman Reigns got booed. And on top of it, he had The Rock out there trying to get him over, and it didn't work. Roman Reigns, this whole entire build where Roman Reigns is facing Brock Lesnar, where he says, "I can beat you and I will beat you" and everything, and it never happened because you have a cash in Money in the Bank contract holder, Seth Rollins, cashing in the middle of that match to become the WWE champion, because WWE was going to get some backlash, by having Brock Lesnar lose to Roman Reigns. And also keep in mind that Brock Lesnar would have left on that year, but he resigned. He resigned with the WWE, and because he resigned with the WWE, everyone wanted Brock Lesnar to win, and they did not want to see Roman Reigns to win. So what the WWE did? They decided to do the cash in with Seth Rollins to score Roman Reigns, where Seth Rollins was going to be the biggest heel in the company, which that ended up working for Seth Rollins. But at the same time, they still booed Roman Reigns during that year. And they almost had Roman Reigns win the Money in the Bank contract on that year too. And also they had Roman Reigns win the WWE Championship title from that Survivor Series tournament that they did, which by the way Roman Reigns was still getting booed during that time, when they tried to get him over. And then and the whole storyline where Roman Reigns is against the Authority, and like, wait a minute, this looks familiar. This storyline that they're doing Roman Reigns and versus the Authority looks familiar. Like, saying to myself, where have I seen this before? Oh yeah, Bryan versus the Authority. Remember that storyline? That's why that was the new idea to try to get Roman Reigns over. It still didn't work. They put the belt on him on Survivor Series, but lost it. Put the belt on him at the TLC, which which probably he beat up on Triple H on a TLC pay-per-view, and then Vince McMahon had to do all by himself to get him over, which it did work. Roman Reigns still got over because of that. But then they went back to the drawing board with Roman Reigns being overrated and all that, and all this shoving down those and everything, and they booed him again. At one point it was working. Roman Reigns was getting over, and then they fucked it up. And because of that, they're back to the drawing board of booing Roman Reigns again, and they end up being back in the drawing board to try to get Roman Reigns over again. And Roman Reigns goes to the Rumble to defend his title, against all 29 other men, with Daniel Bryan not being in it. So there's no excuse of people saying, Roman Reigns is going to get booed because Daniel Bryan's going to be in the Rumble and all that. Well, he wasn't in the Rumble. What's your excuse now? They still booed Roman Reigns, even with Daniel Bryan not being in the Rumble during that year because they wanted to clear him to wrestle. He still got booed. He still got rejected. And then we get to WrestleMania. And and that was during the time when WWE told Daniel Bryan he had to be forced to retire. And why did they force Daniel Bryan to retire? That's one of the reasons why they forced Daniel Bryan to retire. One of the reasons why they weren't clear him to wrestle. Not because of this bullshit concussion that he had years ago, and then in the WWE. Not because of the seizures not because of the seizures that he had in the past and all that, but when it comes to that and everything. And not because they can't trust him with that and now and blah blah blah. Well, that may be a few of the reasons of why, because again because how holding with this man, injury prone, all that garbage. It's because they want Daniel Bryan to ruin the push for Roman Reigns. And some people may say it's a conspiracy theory. It's been proven. It's been proven at the time that Roman Reigns' push was going to be ruined if Daniel Bryan was back. And now 2 years later, where Daniel Bryan is going to be leaving, and that's one of George's comments here. I'm gonna read it. Here's another reason why they are doing this scam. Because they realized Daniel Bryan was going to leave, so their hands were forced. Their hands were forced. They let him be clear. This is some bullshit. Basically, he wrote BS, but yeah, George, you're right. Shout out to you, George, for that comment. He is fucking right. That's no reason why they clear him to wrestle. They clear him to wrestle because they know his contract is running up. It's going to be this year. When it's going to be this year, I don't know when, but he's going to be leaving. Now, that's the reason why the WWE decided to clear him to wrestle, so they could try to convince him and try to manipulate him to resign with this company, because they know how valuable Daniel Bryan is. They know if Daniel Bryan leaves WWE, that he will go elsewhere, where that company either is going to be Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, wherever he goes to. But I think he's going to Ring of Honor though. But anyways, wherever company he goes to, WWE is gonna look stupid with that and feel for letting this guy go, where he is more of a value in professional wrestling because he got over with these WWE fans that what all these comedy skits that Daniel Bryan has been doing with Kane, with him with this whole thing making fun of him as being look like a goat, and then the whole thing with him getting over against the Authority, with the establishments against the Authority. So, yeah, we could have been seeing Daniel Bryan wrestling all these years, but because we didn't, we had to deal with some bullshit matches with Roman Reigns and John Cena, Jinder Mahal, and other pieces of trash that WWE was trying to shove down our throats when it comes to not clearing Daniel Bryan. We could have been seeing Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan. We could have been seeing AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. We could have been seeing Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan. We could have been seeing Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan. We could have been seeing Neville versus Daniel Bryan. Oh my God, I could go on and on with this. We could have been seeing a lot of these matches with Daniel Bryan with these guys. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So yeah. Hell, like this is yeah. The point I'm trying to make here, folks, is WWE are fucking bullshitters once again. They prove themselves once again. They're fucking bullshitters. And guess what? Just because they cleared Daniel Bryan, I just hope that doesn't mean that they hopefully that hope this is going to WWE's minds here. That's going to convince Daniel Bryan to stay, because here's the thing: if Daniel Bryan does stay and resigns with them, what if he gets hurt again? And what if he gets has to be forced to retire again by WWE, where Daniel Bryan could have been gone from this company, and he could have been wrestling elsewhere. They might do this if he does not resign. They could just go back to the same thing with Daniel Bryan all over again, where the fans are fans like me are going to be disappointed when that happens. So yeah, just the fact that that WWE has been holding Daniel Bryan, basically holding Daniel Bryan for 2 years hostage for not letting him wrestle, and now they decided to clear him because he's given to leave. Fuck you, WWE. Fuck you. You fucking ruined my excitement for this company when it comes to Daniel Bryan. When it comes to me seeing Daniel Bryan wrestle, and on top of it, this man Daniel Bryan was fucking depressed during that time, where he couldn't even fucking wrestle in the WWE anymore, and you hold him hostage because of that. So I hope Daniel Bryan does not resign with this company, and I hope he leaves. Whenever he leaves, I hope he leaves and never goes back to WWE. Because I don't want to see him in WWE. I don't want to see him return in ring action in WWE. But by the looks of it, he's going to. I wish he could just refuse to not wrestle at WrestleMania, because the original booking that was doing with Daniel Bryan is that he was gonna just be standing in the corner while Shane McMahon does all the work in this tag team match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for WrestleMania. And it's nothing. I'm disappointed at the fans. Once again, when it comes to the WWE fans, I am disappointed at all those fans that are buying into this shit. And I'm disappointed at these fans that they're not being angry about this. Now, when it comes to a Dan Bryan fan like me, I'm supposed to be happy. To be honest with you, I'm not happy with this. Because again, Dan Bryan has been on the shelf because WWE doctors won't clear him for 2 fucking years. 2 fucking years I had to deal with Dan Bryan not wrestling anymore. Or because of those bullshit lies that WWE said about saying that WWE found it in his head. Because it was, I fucking hate this company. Yeah, I hate what this company has become. That's what I'm trying to say here. I hate how this company has become, and I don't like the way that they're handling this business too. But basically, I'm disappointed at these. I'm disappointed at these WWE fans, who are supposed to be Daniel Bryan fans. I'm disappointed these fans are not angry about all this after hearing about Dan Bryan being clear. All they care about is they want to see Dan Bryan back in the WWE ring to wrestle once again WWE know that about all these possible dream matches that Dan Bryan could be having. Instead of just being instead of speaking out having a voice to talk about the bullshit that WWE has been putting this guy for 2 years. And not just for not having a wrestle, but putting all this bullshit since he got there. The WWE didn't plan for this guy to get over. He was just gonna be another guy on the roster, like a Zack Ryder. But he got over, and the fans would not allow the WWE to bury this guy. The WWE will not, the WWE fans did not give up on Daniel Bryan, like they did with some people on the roster, because Daniel Bryan, it was their only hope. Daniel Bryan was their only hope to make this company, to get that third wrestling boom in the WWE, which they tried. CM Punk tried, but WWE fucked that up. Daniel Bryan, they sure were Dan Bryan with that third wrestling boom, but they want to allow that to happen. I also got wonder. You gotta wonder also. The WWE intentionally told Dan Bryan you can't that you can't have this run because be the champion because you're hurt and everything. You gotta wonder did Dan Bryan really get hurt? Like was it that bad? Now I said it was pictures and everything and all that, but you got to question yourself. The WWE blackballed Dan Bryan to convince us that he was hurt and everything. Just like they blackballed Dan Bryan to basically to force him to retire. But yeah, I got nothing to say about this. But just let the Dan Bryan fans know I'm very disappointed in all these Dan Bryan fans for not you know for not coming out by saying fuck you WWE for not having him wrestle for 2 years because you try to get Roman Reigns because you want Roman Reigns because you didn't want Dan Bryan to interfere with the Roman Reigns push. So yeah, I'm done with that now, and we'll get to more about Dan Bryan later. When it comes to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. All right, so now we get a match. We get Rusev being accompanied by Aiden English versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and AJ Styles was at ringside watching on the match. Now, folks, AJ Styles, of what I'm hearing, he's dealing with either a hip injury or a tailbone injury. Because yeah, there was reports out there that that AJ Styles got hurt, and there's also reports of what I'm hearing. The injury was caused by AJ Styles because of John Cena. So, anyways, um, and basically AJ Styles was working through his injuries during that time. So, anyways, the match itself, basically a rematch between Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev from Fastlane, and they have it here on SmackDown. And just like from the pay per view, it was pretty good. In the end, Nakamura goes for a roll up victory, an upset on Rusev, and gets the win. After the match, in English goes in the ring to attack Shinsuke from behind. Rusev joins the beatdown on Nakamura, and AJ Styles slowly gets up, takes off his they take off basically puts on his championship belt, taking off his vest and everything. But it was too late because Shinsuke Nakamura fought back at Rusev in English. And Nakamura, after he beat up on Rusev and in English, he looks back at Styles and smiles at him. As I was like, wow, that was cool. So yeah, I love that segment, by the way. Basically Shinsuke Nakamura didn't need AJ Styles' help, just like unlike AJ Styles from last week, needed Shinsuke Nakamura's help. Because AJ Styles was getting his ass kicked last week. Shinsuke, he was fine. He was kicking ass on his own. Alright, sorry about that, folks. So next we get to an Asuka video package. About her dominance, how nobody's ready for Asuka, and basically Asuka, with all her mask and everything. It was pretty cool video package basically. Also it was a hype up Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for WrestleMania. And also they showed a part with Asuka, confronting Charlotte Flair at Fastlane when it comes to challenging her for WrestleMania, for the women's championship. Also, we see Charlotte Flair backstage watching on. And then we see Natalya walking in, and like, oh, Natalya, her annoying ass. And I didn't care, but obviously this set up a match between these two, and we'll get that later. Also, we see AJ Styles walking backstage, and he gets confronted by Shinsuke Nakamura, and Shinsuke says to AJ Styles that he didn't need your help, and yeah, and also AJ Styles was like, yeah, I saw that when on ice and everything, and then Shinsuke said, he said, I'll just let you know, and then AJ Styles was like, let me guess, you're gonna beat me at WrestleMania, and then he's like, actually I was gonna say, you gotta have some confidence, or let me see what was the word he used. I think he said confident. Yeah, confidence. You gotta have confidence. And basically, it just need more confidence, which probably I agree. And then he says, but I agree. But yeah, I agree. He's gonna basically Shinsuke said he's gonna beat AJ Styles at WrestleMania. With knee to face, and there you go. That was it. So yeah, I loved it, by the way. I love the promo, and yeah, AJ Styles get ready to lose that belt. WrestleMania, it's gonna be about Shinsuke Nakamura, Team Nakamura, and that was it for Styles and Nakamura. Now it wasn't the best build, basically. To me, it's a lackluster build, but I'm still excited for the match though. And I wish the head writer of SmackDown would have done a better job at that. Roldo Jesse James, dumbass. Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. Obviously, just a match. Which, by the way, Ty Dillinger botched the ending spot of the match, and then Baron Corbin goes for the goes for the end of the days. It was a weird match, folks. It was terrible. But Baron Corbin wins, and that means Ty Dillinger is done. And by the way, on commentary, they basically said that Baron Corbin's gonna be part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Yeah, because his Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal they had 2 years ago is going to help him I'll just ditch that he's been put in by John Cena after being buried in 2017. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya. Match itself, it was decent. It was a little sloppy and a little botchy, but it got better a little bit. I want to point out one thing. Natalya didn't basically no sold on the pain of her leg after Charlotte Flair went for the figure four, and not the figure eight, just the figure or just a regular figure four. But yeah, Natalya failed to sell her knee being hurt from the figure four, and instead to just got the Charlotte Flair from the corner. Trash. But she went for a superplex to the Charlotte Flair onto turnbuckle. Carmella comes in for a cash in. Basically to cash in the middle of the match. But at the same time, I see myself, she's cashing in the middle of the match, and yet she brings in another referee. So basically, we're gonna have two referees referee this match. That made no sense there. Again, the Royal Jesse James, you're the head writer of SmackDown. You're dumbass. I mean, did you not see did you not see WrestleMania 31? Oh, I mean, that's right. You were a part of that show, but you're too stupid. You're too fucking stupid to remember that, anyways, right? Seth Rollins came out there to cash in during the match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, where Seth Rollins just came out there with no referee because there's already a referee in the ring. So, would it make any sense? For Carmella to come out there and you already have a referee in the match, but instead you got Carmella coming out with another referee. I mean that would have made sense if the match was over between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, but no, the match is still going on, and then you see Carmella with a referee out there. So what? We're gonna have two referees in this match. That's what we're doing here. Roll Jesse James, you stupid motherfucker, can't ref shit when it comes to being head writer of SmackDown. You suck. Oh, you didn't know? Well, now you know. King Wrestle 5. I left. What's going on? Well, I'll talk about my feelings about Daniel Bryan being not clear for 2 years. That's and also I just talked about Rusev versus AJ Styles. I mean Rusev versus Nakamura, with Nakamura winning, and then after the match got attacked by Aiden English and Rusev, and then he fights both of them off. AJ Styles was going to help him, but he was too late. And and that much this match with Charlotte Flair versus Natalya, where I thought they had a decent match, but it was a little botchy and a little sloppy. And then Natalya was not on her knee after being put in that figure four leg lock. And then Carmella come in to cash in, and with the whole thing with her having a referee in there, even though the match wasn't over yet, but kill. Basically, I will. But yeah, just go back to watch it again. King Wrestle 5. AJ and Nakamura needs a better build. Yeah, I agree. But a certain Royal Dog Jesse James doesn't know how to do it. Also I talked about Ty Dillinger and Baron Corbin. With Baron Corbin winning. So Carmella attempted to cash in, but she got big boot by Charlotte Flair. Yeah, Carmella was trying to cash in, but Charlotte Flair got basically big boost her. And that was enough distraction from Natalya to roll up, basically Natalya to roll up Charlotte Flair and gets the win. So, so let me get this straight. This past Monday Night on Raw, Alexa Bliss gets the better of Asuka in the match. And Asuka's supposed to be supposed to be built strong. against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And then you got Charlotte Flair on the other hand, who's supposed to be the SmackDown Women's Champion, and she loses. Now I don't care if she lost because she was distracted or she was protected. I don't give a fuck. This is your SmackDown Women's Champion, and she's fucking losing. Kim Mustafa, I'm sorry, but Brock versus Roman is better. It's better than AJ Styles versus Nakamura build, but the matches is going to be better than Roman and versus Brock. Now here's the thing about that one though, and I get what you mean there, but Kim Mustafa. But if you're telling me the build between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns is better because the whole thing with Roman Reigns saying, "Oh, I'm here every week and everything," and blah blah blah, and Brock Lesnar isn't. It's a better build than AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Because here's the thing: when it comes to AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, their build is about you know. Sorry about that. Because when it comes to AJ Styles and Nakamura's build, it's about being the best, being the best, and basically the way they should be doing their bookings of the match is about referencing their match from New Japan Pro Wrestling, or at least a reference who's the best in the world and all that, and they want to prove it by being the best in the world, by also being that person at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. Well, you got Roman Reigns in their hands saying that I'm here every week and everything, and Brock Lesnar isn't because Brock Lesnar is behind his contract and everything. Yeah, that's a great build up for WrestleMania. I mean, forget the fact that it's all about the it's all about the Universal Championship belt, right? Forget about forget about the Universal Championship belt. It's not about that. It's about who's here every week. It's about who's more dedicated to be here working for WWE and everything. To me, I think it's fucking stupid. This is the best build up for Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar leading to WrestleMania. It should be about the belt. It should be about the rematch that they had from WrestleMania 31. No, it's not about that. It's about, oh, I'm Roman Reigns. I'm here every week. Where's Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar ain't here. Stupid. And I'm not trying to say, you said no. I'm not trying to come at you with that. But it's just when you mentioned Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns build up, I had to crap on it because to me it's one of the most laziest build up I've ever seen from WWE, next to John Cena versus The Rock. Remember that one where it was basically the same thing, the cut and paste type of thing. Oh, John Cena, I'm here every week. Where's The Rock? Is he gonna do another via satellite appearance? It's unbelievable. George. Oh, you're talking about Kim Russell. Okay. Well, I'll read it anyways though. They both sucks. But I agree. AJ versus Nakamura matches is gonna be way better. Or oh yeah. Fire Road Dog. I agree. Kim Russell. I hope the next 2 weeks AJ versus Nakamura actually brawl. I think they'll probably will say that to next week. But as far as the go home show, they just need to have a face off before they leave. Before we get to WrestleMania, basically. Kim I barely remember that build. Well, yeah, basically, yeah, it's about John Cena. Well, actually, the first build basically was about John Cena's here every week and everything. He's always here, and The Rock is never here and all that. That was their first WrestleMania build. The second one, it was for the championship, and also it was about Cena wanted to beat The Rock, and to prove that he's better than him and everything, which he's not. And then the whole thing with John Cena said that you didn't beat me, I beat myself because I was too cocky, too and basically trying to mock him by doing the people's elbow and everything. Basically, he had an excuse why he lost to the greatest of all time, The Rock. King Wrestling 5, once in a lifetime. Yeah, that one. That's the storyline when it comes to John Cena. I'm here every week. I'm John Cena. I'm here every week. No, that's a problem. That's a problem, John Cena. You're here every week, and that's fucking annoying. By seeing you there every week, annoying us with your shittiness. Not having you there will be fine, you know. Same thing with Roman Reigns. WWE doesn't know how to build stars anymore. This company is a fucking joke. I agree. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the same company that couldn't even get the deletion match right from Monday night. So, anyways, so yeah, that was that. I guess. Oh yeah, but yeah. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya. Like I said, decent match. Carmella attempted to cash in the middle of the match, but failed. But I'm not saying she failed cashing. She attempted to go for a cash in, but didn't get a chance to because Charlotte Flair attacked her. So, and Natalya wins. Oh yeah. Now remember. Yeah. So, Asuka, like I said, Asuka was struggling against Alexa Bliss on Raw, and then we get to Charlotte Flair on SmackDown and just loses. Some fucking bullshit, man. But yeah, whatever. Hopefully they'll do a way better job. And by the way, no, there was no Asuka this week. By the way, they just show up your package at first. So I'm assuming next week we'll get Asuka. And I'm assuming it's gonna be Natalya versus Asuka, but we'll see. But there you go. Tomorrow wrestling for hour number 1. 3 matches. And now let's get to hour number 2. So we get the Usos. We get Jimmy Uso getting ready to wrestle. He's being covered by Jey Uso. And this week there's no New Day. Thank God. But yeah, Jimmy Uso goes up against Harper. He's being covered by Roland of the Bludgeon Brothers. So the Usos comes out, basically cuts a promo. Give me one moment. Alright, so basically they talk about, having a tag team championship match from Fastlane against New Day. Until the Bludgeon Brothers came in to interrupt. And they say that that's okay because they're still on they still remain tag team champions and everything. And basically questions on the Bludgeon Brothers trying to take away the WrestleMania moments and all that. And basically let them know to welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. King Wrestling 5. By the way, did you see the era where it showed AJ Styles as United States champion? No, actually, I didn't catch that. I heard about it though, but I didn't really notice it. But wow, I know I heard about it though, and I'm like saying to myself, really? They're probably thinking that we're in 2017 again because AJ Styles was United States champion in 2017, which last year obviously, but they're probably thinking we're back in 2017. And yeah, another reason why fired Road Dogg. Oh yeah, remember that? Oh yeah, I don't know. Speaking of which, King Wrestling 5, and anyone else that's watching, George, by the way, yeah. If you've seen the video of the Road Dogg talking to Renee Young, remember? I don't know if you've seen that clip, but he basically said, "Well, I'm gonna go kill SmackDown," and he went like this, or like this. And I'm watching that, you know how people can specify. I was just going to tell you that. Oh, so you did see it, yeah. I saw that. Yeah. I saw it from the Lex Man. From the Lex Man, a YouTuber. Yeah, I saw that. With Road Dogg doing that and everything, because we all know how Road Dogg is doing a horrible job at for booking SmackDown because of him being the head writer of SmackDown. George. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that BS. Thank you. Oh my god. Sorry about that. So, anyways, yeah. So yeah, I saw that note, and we all know how Road Dogg is terrible when it comes to being the head writer of SmackDown. Ever since he's been in charge of SmackDown, SmackDown has been a boring show, a terrible show. Even on the SmackDown exclusive pay per views has been awful. Remember Battleground? Holy fucking shit, that was fucking garbage. And yeah, and then you got Raw Dog, being recorded, and then he says, I'm gonna go kill SmackDown." It has a smile on his face and thumbs up and everything, like it's a fucking joke. And I'm like, ha 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 ha. Oh, you're so funny, Raw Dog, Jesse James. You should get roadkill, Raw Dog. Yeah, you gotta love the fact that Raw Dog thinks that's a joke, right? Everything is a joke to this guy. Anyways, moving on. So we get to Jimmy Uso versus Harper. Match itself, Jimmy Uso got the better offense in the match. And I see myself, wait a minute. So you're telling me WWE, after months of having the Bludgeon Brothers being dominant, basically because of tag team matches, Luke Harper gets in a one-on-one match against Jimmy Uso, and Luke Harper is shit in singles matches? Are you fucking kidding me? But and by the way, folks, if Harper would have lost, I would have been pissed off. Kim Justify. Only good SmackDown pay-per-views last year were Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and Hell in a Cell. Well, I'll give you Hell in a Cell. I'll give you Money in the Bank a little bit. I'll also give you Elimination Chamber. Actually, yeah, Elimination Chamber last year was good. And I thought Clash of Champions was good too. When it comes to the final 2017 pay per view for SmackDown. So yeah, there you go. Hold on a second, folks. Okay. Can rectify. Class was alright. Alright. So yeah, so Harper wins. And we'll see what they do next week now. I'm assuming we're gonna get the return of New Day, which is gonna be a fuck. Damn. Here's what I think though. If New Day is gonna come back next week, they gotta keep Xavier Woods off because Xavier Woods is still selling. Was still selling. Basically, WWE is having Xavier Woods selling that he has a spinal injury, something like that. After the what the Bludgeon Brothers did to him on Fastlane. So hopefully they'll keep him off of TV, Xavier Woods until the Go Home show. But we'll see. But well, who knows? All right. Now we move on to Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal is being covered by Samil Sin. And of course the crowd's boo him. And by the way, it is official by the way now. Bobby Roode, United States Champion Randy Orton, and Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Not everyone's as craving to see Jinder Mahal in the match. But with him in the match, he's probably gonna win. But anyways, this is Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal. Basically, he talks about how he. What's this? Okay, George. I forgot. I forgot about those pay-per-views, but I didn't see them. That how Arturosis or Arturus. Atrocious. Okay, atrocious. My apologies. Atrocious WE is and still are. Yeah, I know, George. Can Wrestlify. Rumors say it will be a triple threat on tag team ladder match. I can't be. Wait. I mean, it can't be WrestleMania without a big ladder match. We'll see. I think it will. I think you're right there on the money there, King Wrestlify. It might be a ladder match when it comes to the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, but we'll see. Basically, if it is, they go try to recreate the moment. Basically recreate the magic that the Doggy Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge Christian created. So we'll see. But anyways, back to this. So Jinder Mahal talks about how, if he says something about being he could be the biggest star. Basically to be the biggest star in Bollywood. And he says that how he restore honor to the WWE Championship. Oh, fucking shit. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He was trash as WWE Champion. He was boring as WWE Champion. He was overrated as WWE Champion. And with him being WWE Champion, he beat Shinsuke Nakamura twice. That pissed me off at the time. So no, he did not bring any honor or respect to the WWE Championship because he was fucking garbage. He was fucking, still garbage and still trash. So no, Jinder Mahal, you were not a great WWE Champion. You did not restore or brought any honor back to the WWE Championship because you were fucking trash. And I'm not saying that out of hate, by the way, folks. I'm saying that out of respect. Because it's a stupid thing there for Jinder Mahal to say that, anyways. George. Wow, what a surprise. Yeah, they could make it a TLC match. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you're right, George. They might make it. King Wrestlify. He treated it like a mid-card title. Yeah, except the mid-card title was in the main event there. SmackDown pay-per-views. King Wrestlify and you said that Cena and Orton were better champions, and they didn't even hold it for that long. Well, you're right there, and I fucking hate John Cena, but yeah, you got a point there. So sure enough, we get Bobby Roode showing up. He basically comes out and basically interrupts Jinder Mahal, saying that he's gonna beat Jinder Mahal. Well, first he says that Jinder Mahal doesn't deserve any respect. And says that all he deserves is a beating he's gonna get at WrestleMania, so he can win back the United States Championship. And I say to myself, but Randy Orton's in the match too. I forget about Randy Orton because he's the United States Champion. So sure enough, Randy Orton comes out, who's the United States Champion. He tells Jinder Mahal to shut up because Jinder Mahal was going to say something to him. And says to Jinder Mahal that the only reason why you were WWE Champion in the first place is because of your stooges, which is true. So sure enough, Jinder Mahal, DCC is going to fight, But also he does Samil Sin to Randy Orton, and Randy Orton gets him dripping DDT. Then he's going to go for the RKO, but Bobby Roode goes for the glorious DDT. Onto Samil Singh. Then Orton try to go for an RKO. Actually, Roode trying to go for glorious DDT, the glorious DDT on Orton, And then Orton countered it. Orton tried to go for RKO on Rude, but Rude countered it, and also they got a stalemate between Rude and Orton. And then Mahal tried to get involved, but Mahal couldn't get involved, unfortunately. So yeah, more build-ups for these two, or should I say those three for WrestleMania. In my opinion, it should be Bobby Roode and Randy Orton instead, in my opinion. But whatever. We're gonna get Jinder Mahal, and Jinder Mahal's gonna win the belt. That's what's gonna happen. Before I go anywhere else, George, what honor FOH? What do you mean FOH? And the thing is, there are fans that keep saying give Ginger a chance when this clown has no business being a world champion, let alone being in the main event. I agree. Can you justify? Wow, what a jobber! Only won the help of two jobbers. Yeah, I know. So yeah, that was that. Moving on. I don't know what to say there. I see. Anything else happen before we move on? Oh yeah. Becky Lynch and Naomi versus the Riot Squad, and you got Ruby Riot at ringside. Basically, Sir Logan and Liv Morgan wrestle. Match itself, I didn't care for it. And make matters worse, Naomi was late. What do I mean by that? Becky Lynch had Sir Logan in the arm, disarm her. Liv Morgan gets in the ring to try to break it up. Basically, she was supposed to break it up, but she didn't. By the way, she took her time because Naomi got in there late, and then when she finally got in there, Liv Morgan runs into her. Looked awkward and stupid, and then Naomi hits the rear view, which probably she missed. Looked terrible. So yeah, Becky Lynch and Naomi wins. So yeah, feel the glow, huh? Naomi, you suck. You're garbage. And moving on. Yeah, the Rise. Alright, and it's obviously they're gonna be in the women's WrestleMania Battle Royal. Yay! Whoopee, right? Give me a fucking break. The Riot Squad, what's the point of having them now? Just break them up. And while you at WWE, break up Absolution 2. All right. Now let's get to something interesting. The main event scene. Before we do, Dan Bryan was being confirmed by one of the staff members from the WWE that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn they arrived. So we get to Dan Bryan in the ring, and he calls out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So Owens was saying about out there, had a smile on their face. They hug Daniel Bryan, shake his hands. Oh, okay, that's why you skipped it? Yeah, I don't blame you. That match was trash. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, I guess. That's the way it looks at it. But we'll go through this right now. So Owens and Zayn gets the microphone. Basically, Owens and Zayn are happy. They heard the news about Daniel Bryan returning in the ring and everything. They congratulate him. uh, and all that. It means the world to them and all that. And they said, oh, yo, they wouldn't just, I mean, yeah, they wouldn't miss this in the world when it comes to him finally returning in ring. And saying, how basically they said how Daniel Bryan has been their biggest supporter since day one. Um, and Kevin Owens said something about how every excuse me. Kevin Owens said something about how Texas. I think it said something about everything. Everything is dumber in Texas, like that. Oh my god! Basically insulting the people from Texas. Because they're in Texas. So, anyways, basically they said something about with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan on the this show. This is the A show, and it said we could turn it into the dream show, and they could be called the Dream Team. And Daniel Bryan says, "Well, thank you for those kind words and everything, and for praising them." I mean, he says, I'm just saying, he said, but he didn't bring them out here to hear his hear any praises. He came out basically he wanted Owens and Zayn to see what it did to Shane McMahon last week, and they show the replay of Shane McMahon being powerbomb on that Mills thing. I forgot what it was called. Basically the assault on Shane McMahon last week by Owens and Zayn, when Shane McMahon made that strange noise of his, the way he was breathing, basically the way he was trying to breathe, like. I can't get over that, man. Every time I watch it, it just cracks me up. Now, it's not supposed to make you laugh, but the way Shane McMahon was selling it and everything, the way he's sounding, I couldn't help but to laugh. Oh man! But anyways, so Owens and Zayn was laughing and mocking Shane McMahon because of that, and then Bryan said, "Oh, you guys think this is funny and everything," and then Owens said, "Well." Owens said, "Oh well, we got carried. We got carried away a bit." And then Zayn said, well, "Shane kind of deserved it." Oh my god. Can rectify. Sounds like he's an old man getting puberty. Pen. I've never seen that word before. I've never seen this word before. Penetrate? Penetrate? Penetrated? Is that? I don't know. Sorry. Sorry, I've never seen that word before. But anyways, so what was I? Oh yeah. So Daniel Bryan gets on the cases about this is not a small deal. This is a big deal, and basically talks about how Shane McMahon has given these two a match for WrestleMania, and he was leaving. Basically saying that Daniel Bryan was saying to them that they won. That Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got what they wanted. Shane McMahon was not gonna be there no more because he stepped down as commissioner, and also he got Shane McMahon granted them matches for WrestleMania, where it's gonna be Owens and Zayn at WrestleMania, and basically Dan Bryan said it wasn't enough for you two guys because they still attacked Shane McMahon, so because of that, and Dan Bryan also let them know that he's been supporting them, and and been defending them all this time. And this is after what they did last week. Daniel Bryan decided to fire them. So Daniel Bryan fired Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And I said to myself, oh really? We're going for a fire angle for to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn here. And all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan said, it doesn't mean you're gone forever. It just means that you're gone for now. Because Daniel Bryan also mentions that he's been fired by this company twice, which I mentioned before. He's been fired at one point because it didn't work out, and he's been fired second time because WWE are fucking idiots. Basically, Daniel Bryan was not being PG. That's why. Remember that Justin Roberts being choked on his own tie by Daniel Bryan? Yeah, that one. That's why he got fired. So, Daniel Bryan shakes the hand of Sami Zayn, and then shakes the hand of Kevin Owens, and that was it. The talking. Because all of a sudden Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn was going to leave. And Kevin Owens takes down Daniel Bryan. Oh yeah, that rumor tag team at WrestleMania is going to be Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, Daniel Bryan got attacked by basically Daniel Bryan took a bump, even though he's been taking bumps before. Because he won't clear him. Basically, he was taking bumps when WWE forced him to retire. Basically, because training. Brie Bella and all that. So yeah, and Kevin Owens was looking pissed and everything. He started shouting to Daniel Bryan saying, you did this, and everything. He was like, you did this. And Sami Zayn started beating up on Daniel Bryan. And sure enough, Daniel Bryan fights back. I'm like, hell yeah, Daniel Bryan, fight back. I missed this, man. Now, I'm still not happy with WWE finally clearing him after fucking 2 years of holding him hostage of what he could be wrestling a long fucking time ago. But at the same Daniel Bryan fighting back, in the ring, this was a feel good moment for me as a huge Daniel Bryan fan. This was a big moment. This was a big moment for me because Daniel Bryan was kicking ass in this match. I mean, this exchange. But this fight. What do you want to say? Until Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got the better of him. Obviously a 2-on-1 situation, obviously, but it still felt good that Daniel Bryan is in this situation again. Still don't want to be in WWE though. I still want him gone. I want him gone. I don't want Daniel Bryan to resign. Daniel Bryan should not resign with this company. After all the shit that WWE put him through. So anyways, then basically Sami Zayn goes for a hula kick to Daniel Bryan, and then referees out there, by the way, that they were afraid to do something because Daniel Bryan was getting beat up by Owens and Zayn. So they take Daniel Bryan outside the ring. Kevin Owens goes for a power bomb on the apron on Daniel Bryan. And then the show ends with Daniel Bryan being stretcher on the stretcher. And by the way, folks, I want to bring this up. Remember that angle that they did Roman Reigns by being attacked by Brock Lesnar on Raw? Roman Reigns being handcuffed and everything, and then Brock Lesnar comes out, beats him up with a steel chair, and then beats him up and gives him suplexes. And then Roman Reigns gets on the stretcher. And then Brock Lesnar comes back out to push him off the stretcher. Cross didn't care. Cross didn't react to it. Other than the crowd were chanting to Roman Reigns, you deserve it. Meanwhile, the cross from here, when you see Daniel Bryan getting his ass kicked, they were into it. They were rooting for Daniel Bryan to fight back and everything. And then when Daniel Bryan got hurt, and basically hurt by Owens and Zayn, and he was put on a stretcher, people were upset, and basically they felt emotions when Daniel Bryan got put on the stretcher, because Daniel Bryan was taken out by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then on top and again, I gotta bring this up again. When that Raw, Roman Reigns was being on a stretcher and no one cared. Other than people chanting to Roman Reigns, you deserve it. Basically, you deserve to get your ass kicked because they fucking hate him. Daniel Bryan, you can't hate on Daniel Bryan. There's no way that it's impossible to hate Daniel Bryan. Because he's one of the most beloved characters in WWE right now. Even when he's not wrestling for 2 years, still over with these crowds where the people care about Daniel Bryan, and you got WWE trying to push the wrong guy, but the WWE doesn't care to cheer for. So I just want to bring that up, by the way, just bring that part up. Dan Bryan was being cared by these WWE fans more than Roman Reigns. Which shows you right there, Roman Reigns fucking sucks. And Daniel Bryan is still awesome. So yeah, and that was in the SmackDown, by the way. So, talking about wrestling for hour number 2 for SmackDown. I believe it was, 2 matches? Yeah, 2 matches. So, talking about wrestling overall for SmackDown, I believe it's 5 matches. Let me just double check. Yep. Yeah, so talking about wrestling for SmackDown overall from March 20th, 2018. 5 matches. So my overall rating for the show, 7 out of 10. The fact that Daniel Bryan, basically this show was about Daniel Bryan. This was the Daniel Bryan show, because he was the show. He was getting more chance. He was dare I say, he got better crowd reactions than AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Even Rusev when it comes to this whole Rusev Day thing. And who else can I say? Well, I guess other than the Usos, Daniel Bryan made the show. Daniel Bryan was the show of SmackDown. Because now WWE decided to finally clear him after fucking 2 years. Take away of his wrestling career. And the fact that Daniel Bryan was getting beaten up by Owens and Zayn. This crowd once again they show once again how Daniel Bryan is more loved in this company. And their precious Roman Reigns, WWE's precious Roman Reigns, still can't get this reaction that Daniel Bryan can. Because Roman Reigns sucks. Because he has no charisma, he has no personality. He doesn't have it like Daniel Bryan does. And by the way, again, I want to say this again. I hope Daniel Bryan just doesn't resign with this company. After having him not wrestle for 2 years, after everything they put him through, before they forced him to retire. I hope he doesn't resign with this company. I hope he leaves this company, because his contract is going to come to an end this year, anyways. I hope he decides to leave and go elsewhere. So that's all I want to say for that one. Now let's move on to quick results of the Mixed Match Challenge. You have Michael Cole, Beth Phoenix, and Corey Graves on commentary for that one. Where you have Asuka and The Miz defeating Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. Now, my guess, I think Asuka beat Alexa Bliss in this match. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't see it, so who cares? Moving on to 205 Live. Yeah, 205. Basically, just like for SmackDown and the Mixed Match Challenge. Same date. From March 20th, 2018. Same place as well, Dallas, Texas. But with different commentators. King Rectify. Why put Asuka in Mixed Match Challenge anyway? Cause she's teaming up with the Miz. That's why. I don't know what else to tell you. And plus, when it comes to Asuka being the Mixed Match Challenge, guess who's winning? Asuka and the Miz, obviously, because they gotta protect Asuka because of her being undefeated. So this whole thing so basically the whole Mixed Match Challenge thing is a complete waste of time, because at the end of the day, we all know Asuka's going to win anyways. She never loses because of the WWE's booking standpoint. King Rectify. I really Finn and Sasha. Okay, I really want. Okay, you really want those two? You want those to win? Well, they're back now, so they're gonna be facing Charlotte and Rude. Okay, you're trying to spell the word want, but you got it now. You good. So yeah, now let's get to 205 Live. But I don't care about the Mixed Match Challenge. I don't care about that anyways. To me, that the Mixed Match Challenge is garbage anyways. Anyways, so yeah, 205 Live. You have Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph. Like again, from March 20th, 2018, Dallas, Texas. We get Lindsay Dorado, being accompanied by Kalisto and Grand Metalik versus Hideo Itami. Last week I said this could be a match that was going to set up for Hideo Itami versus Lindsay Dorado, and I was right. And sure enough, for this week they did it. Also, you have Akira Tozawa there at ringside for Hideo Itami. So the match happens. It was pretty good. Well, actually, I won't say it was pretty good. I thought it was just decent. But the crowds were it's just crazy. The crowds are finally now into these cruiserweight matches. And I think it started since last week too, by the way. Yeah, because of that main event match between Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander. So I had a match and everything, back and forth. Also, we had some tensions between Grand Metalik and Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami pushes Grand Metalik, and Grand Metalik pushes Hideo Itami into the apron. Referee sees it, goes for the bell, and basically we get tensions of Hideo and Grand Metalik, and also from Lindsay Dorado too, by the way. But yeah, Kalisto holding on both Grand Metalik and Lindsay Dorado hold back and everything, while Hideo's being held back by Akira Tozawa. And yeah, there you go. Basically more tensions between the from two different sides. And by the way, even though the match ended, there was no ruling or announcement of who won. Which obviously Hideo Itami won by disqualification because Grand Metalik attacked him from outside the ring. So, but there was no official call. But whatever. Drew Gulak. He's they show a video package of Drew Gulak about him, of who he is, about how he's trying to make 205 Live a better 205 when it comes to his PowerPoint presentations. But then also Drake Maverick becomes general manager and basically having become the real ruthless aggression type of Drew Gulak that he's always been. And sure enough, they show that and everything. Yeah, Drew Gulak. Back to his old self, and I was happy with that. And a good video package too, by the way. Wow, nice, well done. And there you go. Cedric Alexander, he shows up at a room to have a sit down promo. Saying that last week on 205 Live was his biggest win ever because he gets to go to WrestleMania, pre-show, and he's excited to see who's gonna face him at WrestleMania when it comes to the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that WrestleMania match between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. Pre-show. I can't spoil it by the way, but my apologies. But yeah, next we get to TJP versus Kendrick Johnson. I mean Kenneth Johnson. But basically before the match, TJP was kind of promo before the match. It was like earlier, selfie promo, saying that he's gonna he's gonna get his opportunity on the title you know after WrestleMania basically because he's the first ever cruiserweight champion, which probably bullshit. He was not the first ever cruiserweight champion. But we'll get the match. Match itself was pretty decent, and TJP wins. Next we get to Mustafa Ali, his field package about how great he is in the ring, and yeah, a very good field package. No, just sit there. Then I enjoyed it. Dasha, she interviews the 205 Live general manager, Drake Maverick. Now, I'm trying to remember what Drake Maverick said about the match that he set up for next week, which is going to be a fatal four-way. So, just give me one moment, folks. I got refresh my memory here about looking into his results here. All right, here we go. Let me just scroll down. Give me one moment, folks. Cause we're now, if I can try to refresh my memory here, I think it's gonna be Hideo Itami, Lindsay Dorado, maybe I think it's Lindsay Dorado, or maybe it was Grant Metalik. I don't remember. Jack Gallagher, and I think the other one was Buddy Murphy to do a fatal four-way match for next week. I'll try to remember who it was. I gotta look back at it though. So yeah, I can't find it now. But whatever. All right, next we get to the final match, and it's going to determine who's going to face Cedric Alexander at WrestleMania when it comes to being in the finals for the Cruiserweight Championship. Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak, which probably I can't spoil it for you folks. It's going to be Mustafa Ali. But now, folks, they've been talking about Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak, all their past feuds, which obviously was last year's feud, where Drew Gulak was against Mustafa Ali about using high-flying moves because that was at the time where Drew Gulak's character was about making a better 205 live, where he's gonna do some PowerPoint presentations about there should be no fly zone when it comes to doing high-flying moves and all that, and he only talked about Mustafa Ali. I remember that program. I remember that segment by the way. It was entertaining at the time, and they had matches too, serious matches, which they were decent matches. But this match blew away the matches that they had last year. The main matches they had last year. This match was incredible. Back and forth action. And they started brawling outside the ring at one point. On the broadcast table, in the timekeepers area. Like, holy shit, this is awesome. Oh man, it was good. It was good. But sure enough, and basically, Mustafa Ali looked like he was going to make it back in the ring. About a few times because of Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak was looking for a count of victory, basically. But Mustafa Ali found the will and the heart and soul to still get in the match, by the way. And it was amazing. The selling in this match was incredible from both guys. And in the end, Mustafa Ali gets the better of Drew Gulak and gets the 054, in reverse is 450, but they decided to call it the 054. and get the 3 count in the win. So yeah, your winner. And also Cedric Alexander was watching on backstage, by the way. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, your winner and going to the finals against Cedric Alexander is Mustafa Ali. And Kiristify, you were right. You were right. Now I kind of knew it was gonna happen anyways, but but at the same time, I was also hoping that it could be Drew Gulak too. But I love this even better. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander had some good matches before. And imagine what they can do at WrestleMania. Can't wait for that match. But after the match, Dasher interviews Mustafa Ali. And Mustafa Ali said that no, I'm not going to WrestleMania. We are going to WrestleMania. And yeah. And he basically let everyone know that no matter what, who you are, it doesn't matter who you are and everything, with the color of your skin and all that. All that matters is that it's what's in your heart, and that was it. Yeah, so Mustafa Ali is going to WrestleMania against Cedric Alexander, and folks, I cannot wait for that match. That match is going to be incredible on the pre-show. So there you go. It's the truth, folks. It's going to be on the pre-show. This man's not going to allow this to be on the main card. It's going to be on the pre-show, which is going to be disappointing. So basically, what they're going to do for this finals of the WWE Cruiserweight Championship tournament between Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander, they're going to Neville and Austin Aries it. Yeah, no. If you don't know what I'm talking about with that one, last year WrestleMania, Neville versus Cedric. Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship was on the pre-show last year WrestleMania. This year WrestleMania, they're doing it again. They're going to do it again with Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. Because this man is a fucking idiot. So yeah. Tomorrow I'm wrestling for 205 Live from March 20th, 2018. Three matches. Because again, you got the 205. I mean not the 205. You got the. Yeah, the mixed. You got that mixed match challenge. Suffering that. To 205 Live show. So yeah, but basically my overall rating for the show 7 out of 10. A good show. Basically, just like SmackDown, I give 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give this show a 7 out of 10 as well for 205 Live. So there you go. That being said, folks, I'm done. Thank God, by the way. I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed right now. But before I do, before I end this, if this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. and I am the Natural Born Driller. Please subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and yours alone. And with that being said, you all have a good afternoon. You all have a good week. And also, I'll see you all later on tonight when it comes to my NXT review. After I'll go through NXT first. But until then, peace on the streets.